While we're getting started, I'm going to just, everyone, kind of let you know a little bit about today's events. I have agendas. I'll get a team to start passing those out so you know what's going on throughout the afternoon. I see K9 Ellie is starting to walk in, and we'll get K9 Ellie situated. She's going to be located with her handler over in the large dog side here in about 5 to 10 minutes, okay? Let them get set up. We will view K9 Ellie from the training side right here. You can go in this gate. Jolene is pointing to that gate. There's a sidewalk. Go in that gate so K9 Ellie can have her space in the large dog side. You're going to see things that you just don't see every day. These guys and ladies and police officers that work with these K9 officers, they just do a truly amazing work, and we really appreciate everything they do while they're here. A big shout out to Bardstown Police Department, who's grilling for us. I've been in contact with Brad Carico all week. Sorry. Hold on. Anyway, Brad and his team are over there grilling, and that is free. Get food. You are more than we will be happy to take a donation at our booth if you would like to give us a donation at the Bark Park, but the food is free. Eat. There's 200 hot dogs, 200 hamburgers, all kinds of food over there. There's water. Go over there and get some food, okay? Then, throughout the day, keep checking our silent auction area. There's some really great items that is up for raffle that's going to be auctioned off to the highest bidder over here. And then we'll have Stephen Carney. Where are you at, Stephen? It's the tall dude that I knew years ago when I worked at the schools in Washington County. He is now an auctioneer, a world-class auctioneer, to be matter of fact. And he will be auctioning off those two beautiful stones that's out front and Cincinnati Reds tickets. So stay around. If you want to hear some auctioneering skills, you're going to hear them. So you all have a wonderful day. We will come back over here right around 1:30 and get ready for our ceremony that will include our unveiling ceremony. And I do want to say we do have members of Jason Ellis's family in the audience right here. So take some time, meet them. They're just so embedded in this community, and we appreciate them attending today. So have a great day, and we will reconvene after the K9 demonstration, okay? Thank you. We do have a celebrity sighting, is what I was just told. Ethan and Jeff are in the back, so shout out to Ethan. A lot of laws concerning the humane treatment of animals got changed because of Ethan. And Jeff. Ethan's the brains behind Jeff, so we got you, buddy. So we're going to get started. And there's some more seats up here if you would like to come up and grab a seat. I am going to start by introducing our people. We appreciate you coming out. This is a wonderful day, a wonderful event today, and we could not have asked for a more beautiful day. So thank you, Jesus, and all those watching down at us that wants us to have a wonderful unveiling ceremony. Of course, you know why we're here. We're here because of Officer Jason Ellis and his K9, Figo. Those two gave themselves selflessly, and we are here to honor them today. We do have members of their family in the audience, and thank you all for being here today. And I am going to start with making sure the cicadas quiet down today. That was an order by Chief Kraeszig, and but the next speaker after me will know how to quiet them down. Bill Shekels, he was the city council person or mayor when the park was starting its talks. So he's got a fun story to share. Come on up, Bill.
all probably know Wilma's hard to say no to. She's been tracking me down for a week to make sure that I didn't have anything planned this afternoon to come out and speak. But
hold it up, Bill.
First of all, I'd like to give big kudos to the volunteers of this bark park that have worked so tirelessly to make this one of the best bark parks in the whole state. I travel the state quite often in my role with the Kentucky League of Cities, and I get a chance to visit places like this. And this is one of the outstanding bark parks, like I said, in the entire state. And thanks mainly to the volunteers that have worked tirelessly trying to get this together. Now, it wasn't always an easy fit to get this park unveiled. At the time I was mayor, and fortunately I had a few good contacts in Frankfurt that allowed this to happen. But the main reason this happened, that I was constantly worn out by Jolene and Bruce Reynolds. They wanted me to find, as mayor, they wanted me to find 5 acres in the middle of Bardstown where they could start a bark park. And then I couldn't go to Save-A-Lot very often because if I'd run into Celeste Dawson and she'd be there, and she'd pull me off to the side and, Bill, have you found any spot for us yet? So, but as fate would have it, this park was destined to be, because at the time, the governor appointed my good friend Elaine Walker, who was the mayor of Bowling. He appointed her Parks Commission, and we had a good working relationship. The Dean Watts Park had just moved all the baseball and softball facilities out to Dean Watts Park. Alice Heaton was the manager of the state park, and we as a city, we had a contract to use this old baseball and softball field for use. But as fate would have it, I broke the contract with the state. Alice Heaton signed off on it. Our Parks Commissioner signed off on it. And now we had approximately 4 or 5 acres here, right here on the outlines of the city, to where Jolene and Celeste would give me peace. So it all worked out. So unfortunately, we had to wait. They had a new bidding process from the state. But I called them up and I told them we got a chance to get this property, and you all can put everything in motion what you want to do to start this park. So this was destined to happen, and once they got the reins and took the reins over, you see what's here. So this has been one of the best things that's happened to Bardstown as far as a tourist attraction, as far as visitors that travel with their pets. It's just been outstanding. And of course, Jason was one of our fine police officers, and the money we appropriated for Figo, when he first got his first dog here, all this worked out fine. So it's been a great tribute to this bark park that they're going to unveil this statue here today. So I want to thank everybody for coming out and continue to make this one of the best bark parks in the state. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Give it up for Bill. He did pretty good. Normally he's 20, 30 minutes, maybe an hour. So I give it to him. He can do it. So our next speaker is Jolene Reynolds, and she's a founding member. This is very important that our founding members are still such a part of this park and the tradition, the history, and the future. So Jolene.
Thank you, Wilma. So I'm going to pick up where Bill left off as we go through the history of where we are and how we got here today. So Bruce and I met with Bill and also Dean Watts. I want to also give a word out, a shout out to Dean. We met with the two of them, and Dean was also very supportive as well as Bill. So we had this meeting, and we met with Dean and Bill, and as much as I love Bill, you know, they gave us all this support. We have support, but we ain't got a dime. So we're going to give you all the support you need, but we have no money. There's no money in the budget for such a thing as a dog park. So at that time, Celeste came in as our facilities person, and Celeste and I put together what I called the Dog and Pony Show. So Celeste and I would contact every nonprofit organization in Bardstown. We put together our little PowerPoint presentation, and we took out begging for money. Beyond that, we went to businesses. We had a letter. We put together this whole portfolio begging for money, because initially we knew with our plan we had to come up with anywhere from $30,000 to $40,000, and we were a board of 5 people. 3 of the people on the board were too shy to go ask for money, so that left us up to Celeste and myself, and we were able to do that. This is one of the most generous communities that there could ever be when you go ask for money. When there's a cause, people step up to the plate. So we raised money by begging for it. The other thing Celeste and I did, we started visiting dog parks within our area. We went to Jeffersonville, Indiana. We went to Shelbyville. Where else did we go? Went to Louisville. So we were wanting to determine what we wanted for our park. And I will tell you, of every park we visited, this park far surpasses anything around that we visited. But another way that we figured out we could make money and raise money, this Tom Sawyer Dog Park in Louisville had these signs. And then we were told that this is how they raised money. Was one of the things we could do was have people to adopt a fence. So every sign that you see around the park, someone has bought the sign, and their sign is put on that part of the section of the fence. These are done in honor of or in memory of someone. So here's my little commercial sideline. Anyone, if you would want to purchase a sign today, all of the money goes back to the dog park, and the signs are on there. So that was another way that we were able to raise money. We also came up with the idea of selling t-shirts. So if you look around the park here, you see people wearing t-shirts. So we had someone to design us t-shirts. So all of that money goes to the park. So beyond all that money that was raised in the past, we are always still in a growing process. The park looks wonderful today, but this is an ongoing process. Along with that, and I'll finish up with the amazing original board of directors that we put together, because we were in the process of putting this park together for at least 5 years. It took about 5 years of a group of people meeting weekly to even get a gate open. Now that is a lot of commitment. That's dedication and commitment, because we were on the side meeting every week and we were seeing no results physically. So we had to have a lot of faith that this was going to happen. And some of you may remember that some of our original board members, we've lost a couple of those, but our original secretary was Mary Ann Wheat. If anybody remembers, Mary Ann Wheat was here. She was our secretary. Therese Johnson is here. Therese had the task, and a monumental task, of writing the 301c nonprofit document, which was something we had to have. And that was a lot of work. Then we had Vicki Renish, and some of you may, if you've been in the Bark Park for a little while, Vicki was an amazing lady, gave her time, and she was our secretary. And then Celeste came on as facilities. So those people are the reason why this is here also. Then on the last tidbit, I had an English Springer Spaniel, and his name was Filkins. And that dog had energy out the wazoo. So if you know anything about Springer Spaniels, they're working dogs. So My Springer Spaniel needed a place to come and run and play, and here it is. Okay.
Good job. Great job. Who's the best in the speaker system?
I appreciate Carolyn bringing that out today. I could have brought mine, but I just forgot. So anyway, but we appreciate it. So next up is Celeste Dawson. She is going to talk about the future of the dog park. And don't forget, we have t-shirts, silent auction items. Get those bids up over there. All of that money supports the Bark Park.
Thank you, Wilma. I will just add a little bit more to what Jolene had said. I think probably 99.9% of the people here at the moment understand that no matter what we sort of take on here in this community, it is asking businesses and individuals to donate. We go to our government, city and county constantly. I am a business owner, so I speak from experience. But I do want to also say and have on the record that we have an extremely generous community here. And I don't know if people truly understand how giving our community is. We honestly, who was just saying to me today, we evolve like we're this big town, city, you know? But Bardstown is very blessed. So I will follow up just briefly on what Jolene had said. Yes, this was a massive undertaking. There was the ball field. You had, third base line and first base line and the back. We had to add all this other fencing, have it painted, and raise the money. Once we did that, we got rock and rolling. The Blinkos donated a bobcat, and in that bobcat I would go and just run wide open and walking paths and rock, etc. We knew we wanted to have a really good dog park. When I met with the city and then the magistrates that wanted it under the Parks and Recreation, they weren't quite on board yet. Rural magistrates with what in the bleep would we need a dog park for, okay? So it was a lot of education to rural people that let their dogs out and run and play. Peter and I took our dogs to Louisville, to the dog parks there, because they needed socialization. We live on 5 acres, so it wasn't an exercise issue. It was just socialization, mental stimulation, and just that sort of thing. So from that, I came back and I said, dang, we need a dog park in Bardstown. Got to have a dog park for tourism, for the elderly people that can't get out and walk their dogs on leashes, etc., etc. It's a great socializing event for some of the citizens who don't have an area to go to. So he's like, speak to Jolene Bruce Reynolds. So that's kind of how that started. But the magistrates weren't quite absorbing what that meant yet, so we did not get to go under Parks and Recreation. So yes, we did branch out on our own and got this done. I just want to talk about just a couple of things quickly. We prided ourselves on a small dog side, a large dog side, and we call it the timeout in the old days, a timeout area where your dog needed to have a little bit of the edge run off and played off before he or she entered in with the other dogs, or training. That's where Officer Ellis and is it Figo or Figo? Figo, thank you. I just never can get that right. Figo came in. When we started, the police department had rights to come in. They'd have to let us know because we'd have to close down some of the sides for them to come in and do training. So they would use the dog park some in the beginning. I do think at that time the dogs were still so early in their training that some of the overwhelming smells, etc., of so many dogs being out here was a little distracting for them. So they did not use it as much as we had hoped they could, but they did come out. And so after that, we did, that is why I think we originally had a wonderful, warm and fuzzy feeling toward our working dogs and Officer Ellis. And so unfortunately, what came to me, we all know, and so we really had set in our hearts that we were going to, in this foyer area, have some sort of monument to them someday, as well as working dogs from Crystal Ellis. They all came out here, those working dogs and hounds, and they they used our dog park too. Eventually, we have other plans. This was gonna be a dog washing, area. The bathrooms are not redone yet. We really are, Wilma and some of the leadership of Nelson County is fixing up one of our bathrooms. We do have the porta potty. Actually, that's taken care of quite regularly, so it's not so bad. And other things, some more shade. We need some more shade for the dugout area because that it gets really hot sometimes. And some other tunnels for the dogs to play in and run and jump. So it is an ongoing plan. We love it. We're passionate about it. When the park gets done, I think that's going to be great too. And I want to also thank everyone for coming out. It means a lot to us original people that have worked so many years on this. And it makes me feel warm and fuzzy that we're in this place. Thank you.
Thank you, Celeste. She really spoke about the future of the dog park. This dog park's going to be here a long time. Last year, we had to do a renewal contract, and I don't think Candy Mascheroni is here. However, she worked with me and Jeremy and our past director to get the renewal for 10 years. And she has a commitment to try to go ahead and get the dog park turned over to us for the next 100 years. So I see that happening in our future, which is a good thing. So we're going to keep, yes, that will be where this is going to be sustained for future generations, as it already is. So the next guest is near and dear to my heart since last October, Randy Gonclaves with Max Boulder Designs, and I'll let him do his title. But I was at the Bardstown Arts and Craft Festival. Come on up, Randy. Don't be shy. He ain't shy. And I walked past his boulder, and I'm walking by, and I got by it, and then I turned around and I said, gosh, this would be a great idea to put at the dog park. And I'm thinking something little, right? But the more I thought about something little, the more he and I talked, this ain't little. So, Randy, thank you very much. I'm going to give the podium to you, and there you go.
Okay, well, you were right. She is very hard to say no to. This could be kind of hard. I had to write it down, so please bear with me. Friends, family, and colleagues, and fellow citizens, we gather here today with happy hearts. Oh, wow, sorry. But also with profound gratitude and respect to honor two incredible heroes, that dedicated their lives to protect our community. Officer Jason Ellis and his loyal canine partner, Figo. The loss of Jason Ellis and Figo has left an undeniable void in our hearts and in our community. They have embodied the very best of law enforcement courage, dedication, and unwavering commitment to duty. Officer Ellis and Figo served with distinction, a beacon of strength and integrity. Their sacrifices are a stark reminder of the risk our law enforcement officers face every single day. As they stand on the front lines ensuring our safety, well-being, we owe them a debt of gratitude that can never be repaid. For me personally, this is an honor to be able to contribute to their enduring legacy. To be entrusted with the task of creating this memorial for Officer Ellis and Figo is a privilege that I didn't take lightly. It's just not shaping a stone. It's carving a permanent tribute. A place where we can all come to reflect and honor their ultimate sacrifice. This meant a lot to me. It meant a lot to my family. We've been following this case ever since it started. Well, sorry. As I worked on this memorial, I did so with the utmost respect. Oh, gosh. Ensuring that everything that I did was to remember them. I'm sorry, I can't talk. So, sorry.
I'm just gonna say, he was like this when I first met him at the Arts and Crafts Fair. He could not wait to get working on this project. I told him my vision, and we were the only two, and then I pulled Olivia in, and her mom's here. Olivia's on a Greek island somewhere right now. I'm really envious, but I would not miss this for any Greek island. But anyway, he and I were the only two that saw the design in the beginning, and very few have seen this. So this is going to be eye candy for your soul today, is what I'm going to call it. So, Randy, thank you for this monument and putting your heart and soul in it. It means a lot. And then we will have you back up here at the unveiling. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So next is someone I met a couple weeks ago, Justin Douglas. Come on up, Justin. Yay. We had to do some concrete work here, you guys. And if it wasn't for Justin, Celeste telling me, oh, I got a guy for you. Justin is the guy. He's the man. He called me at work. Don't tell my work at Fujisil. I'm like talking on the phone, trying to do my job, and I'm like, Justin, I trust you. So we had him and his team. You guys wave if you're on Justin's team over there. Man, he took care of business. Justin, I'm going to give the mic to you for a moment.
I'm not much of a speaker.
Oh, yeah.
This is my son, Jackson. We feel honored to be a part of this project. That's about all I can say. I'm going to start breaking down and shaking.
You're good. Thank you. We are very blessed. What's your name again?
Jackson.
What do you think about today's event?
Great.
Are you proud of your dad?
Yeah.
What matters. All right, thank you, Justin. Next up, Judge-Executive Tim Hutchins. Huge supporter. I don't think he was in the beginning. He didn't see the vision. But let me tell you something. Between Jolene and Celeste, he saw it, he sees it, and he's on it. Come on up, Tim. Hold this up to your face.
Where's Celeste at? She chastised me pretty good. We actually, I ran into her last night and told her I had to, I apologized. You know, I don't do that.
I don't like saying
I don't really like using that word. I'm not very good at it, so I think y'all opened this up about 11, 12 years ago, but it actually started when I was a magistrate. She said the rural magistrate. So getting support from the magistrates that served the rural area was kind of challenging from some of you. And as you, I guess, get a little older and see the big picture and how important it is, and COVID kind of opened my eyes a little bit more when you see all these people shut in and couldn't get out. And I just tell you, I just took it for granted, really, because, you know, I live out on the farm in rural areas all my life, and the dogs and the deers and everything runs wide open, pretty much, and the people in town, and especially in apartments, and the elderly people that need something like this. Without repeating all that, everybody did a good job. Mr. Shepard and I was on the recreation board, the joint recreation board that we developed back here years ago, and that matured into a lot of events for the community. So anyway, Celeste, I want to say I apologize, And it goes back to all of the, mainly the volunteers and what everybody has put their heart and soul, and it takes a lot of money. In this community always, you know, you might have some different views on some things, but they all come together. We do have a great place to live and work and raise a family, and we want to try to keep it that way. And I think, I know my administration, when it comes down to Jason, of course, is it Figo you said? Jason, you know, I knew Jason very well, and my administration has definitely supported all the emergency services, the police and fire and EMS and dispatch, and going down the line with pay raises and equipment, and it's not what you see there when they put their life out on the line every day, is all the training behind the scenes and all the equipment and the money, and you know, this takes, I mean, it's actually millions of dollars and all this equipment, what it takes. So it's it takes everybody together, and it's great that y'all have done this. The Bark Park, Bourbon City Bark Park, that's the proper name. It's great for us to be here, the fiscal court. I think the fiscal court today has supported it. We helped you with some, I don't know what all we did last year. You called me about something, snow removal or whatever it was. We got our inmate crews come out and do some work, and so it's a good asset for the community. And I want to thank the whole group. I don't leave anybody out. Could you say one, you know? And Wilma, thanks for inviting me today, and I appreciate what everybody's done. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. All right. So, I think with all that being said, all of our guest speakers have spoken. I would like to have one more person come up. Jeff and Ethan, can you come up for just a moment, please? You know, they're not from Bardstown and Nelson County, but they're such a big part of our community now. And I just want to introduce him to those of you who are here. We call them our local celebrities. And Jeff, would you like to say a word or two real quick?
Thank you to everybody. You know, we were blessed enough the last couple of years to have some events in Bardstown and attend some events in Bardstown. And every single time, everyone in Bardstown has made us feel like family, and so we're very appreciative. And quite honestly, we're just very honored and proud to be a part of today's unveiling.
All right. So, without further ado, we are going to prepare for the national anthem. I met Carolyn when she walked in today. She is such a lovely person. And tonight, if you're going to the Louisville Bats game, she will be singing the national anthem there. So, we're going to get the preview today, so we appreciate you, Carolyn. And Carolyn, everyone please stand.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, it proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say and the home of the brave.
While you're still standing, if we could just take a moment of silence in honor of Officer Jason Ellis and his loyal canine partner, Figo. Thank you. Be seated. So I just want to say before I start into this, and I'm going to be very quick because I was pleased right before the unveiling. And so thank you for being here with us today. But I know everyone wants to get to the unveiling of this beautiful monument. Thank you all for being here today for this special moment of reflection, remembrance, and gratitude. We're gathered here at the Bourbon City Bark Park. That's kind of a mouthful, and I wanted to make sure I got that right. Not only to unveil a beautiful granite monument, but to honor a true hero, Officer Jason Ellis and his canine partner, Figo. This monument will live forever and will stand watch over the entrance to this dog park, a fitting tribute to the bond that they shared and the service that they gave. On behalf of the Bardstown Police Department and our community, I want to extend a sincere thank you to everyone that gave their time, their talent, their treasure, their resources to bring this vision to life. Your generosity and dedication has created something that's not only stunning in craftsmanship, I did get a little sneak peek of that, but it's powerful in meaning. This monument isn't just stone. It's a symbol of sacrifice, loyalty, and love. It tells a story that's going to be passed down from generations, reminding everyone that enters this park the courage and the commitment of Officer Ellis and Canine Figo. Thank you for making this possible, everyone. May this place always reflect the strength of our community and the memory of those who gave all. Before we conclude, I would like to extend a thank you to each and every one of the donors that made this possible. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to Wilma Sorrell, because she does so much for this community and never ever wants to be named. Randy Conclaves and Boulder Designs, I can't thank you enough. Thank you to you and your family for this beautiful tribute to Jason. Thank you. Justin Douglas for the concrete. Not sure. Okay, thank you so much for the work that you did. IMI Concrete. Dedication, it was in memory of Dee Dee Moore, Bluegrass Police Solutions, American Fuji Seal, Bardstown Rotary Club, CHI St. Joseph Health Flagey, the Old Talbot Tavern, Conway Heaton, Stephen Carney Auctioneer, Lemonade Mental Health Services, Boblet Tree Service, Save-A-Lot, JT's Consignment, Gabby's Consignment, Vince Montgomery, Mammy's Kitchen, Maker's Mark, Heaven Hill, Papa John's Pizza, Fairfield Inn, Holiday Inn Express and Suites, WBRT, WOKH Radio. There were so many anonymous funders, thank you. And of course the city of Bardstown and the amazing residents that came forward. And I'd also like to thank Bardstown Fire Department for being here and for everything they did. Thank you, each and every one of you, for honoring this legacy and the kindness that you support. I want to leave you with a quote today that kind of captures the spirit by Babe Ruth. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die. May Officer Ellis and Canine Figo live on as legends in the heart of this community forever. Thank you.
All right, so what are we ready for right now? So I need some gentlemen or people to come up, and let's move this podium out of the way and move these waters. Let's get a clear view because we want everyone to be able to see this. And while we're doing that and getting things ready, don't forget to get voting or get bidding on those auction items back there. And we have the t-shirts available. We've got time for that. But we are getting ready to unveil the most special thing you've seen in this community in a long time. Besides me, but no. So, can I have some, any of the Bark Park members that are here, please come forward. And then I need Randy and Justin, and then Bill, please come up, and Tim, please come up. Yes. So it's really important for us to really recognize everyone that had a big part to play in this. I can't remember the countless hours my husband Brian was out here filling in holes, shoveling gravel. You know, he was the original path builder besides Celeste. I mean, he was out here. I'm like, where are you at? I got off work. I'm at the park. Got Molly Feisty. I've got wheelbarrows running back and forth doing trails. So, you know, we just love this place.
What's his name?
Brian.
Okay.
Yeah, Brian.
Remember that story?
Yeah.
Got my vote.
So anyway, I don't know how to work ratchet straps, but let's get this ratchet strap off and let's get ready for the unveiling. All right. Potatoes are in there.
All
right, let's count down. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God. Oh.
Get pictures.
That's beautiful. So beautiful.
The back side is a thank you for visiting the Bourbon City Bark Park. You know, we didn't want you to just see something coming in. We wanted you to be welcome going out as well. So it was important for us to have, you know, the whole thing inscripted. And it's just, look at the backdrop of the trees and the beauty of the park with this. There's nowhere in Kentucky that has this, you all. And if you're proud of this, please come and visit, get pictures with it. And it's just such an important day today, but it's been important for me since October. My husband had no clue. Look at him back there, he's like, no, I really didn't. He knew we were working on this, but it was just something that he didn't, I don't think nobody realized how big this was gonna be until it got installed. So, anyway, what do you all think?
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
Okay, so Stephen Carney, now we are ready. If I can have, if you need to make one last bid on those silent auction items, get up there because we're getting ready to do that. Stephen, I have known him since he was knee-high to a grasshopper, I think, right? He lives in Willisburg, or Springfield. And when I worked at Washington County Schools, he was one of my students in the drug prevention programs that I taught. So he is like a world-class auctioneer now. We're going to get some auctioneering skills going today. And what we're going to bid on first are Jason Ellis. If his family's here, could you come on up? We've got the Cincinnati Reds tickets. I want you to hold this. This is his aunt. So we're going to bid on these Cincinnati Reds tickets. It's 4 tickets, and I don't have all the details, but we will get it to the winning bidder. And it's really, really excellent seats. So, Stephen, take it away.
Absolutely, and thank you very much, Miss Wilma, for having me here. You know, she did give a little bit of a plug in. When I was just a small child, about yay tall, she was doing drug prevention programs at North Washington Elementary School. I got to say, she did an awful good job because I've never touched a drug since. So if you educators in the room think you're not making a difference, look at Miss Wilma. You definitely are. You know, first and foremost, I want to make a note that we are here today to recognize and honor the legacy of Officer Jason Ellis and K9 Figo. This memorial that you see behind me will be a testament for years to come of two hometown heroes who gave their lives in service to the community of Bardstown, and we owe them a debt of eternal gratitude. And this stone that we see behind us will be a monument that lasts as long as that debt stands.